Now, what am I doing here? I'm sharing Swami Purna's energy. Very simple. Not mine. Swami Purna has the realization that I myself am looking for. So I'm trying, just like anyone else. I'm trying. I'm trying my best each day to look deeply. I'm very, and as probably Satya knows, I'm very honest about my reactions and what I'm going through and all that stuff and all the challenges and stuff. So, and I feel that that's actually refreshing when someone's really honest about, rather than just pretending to be spiritual. You know, to be real about it. Be real with where you're at. It's like going to confession, you know, being real with where you're at. And that some say, you know, when you're real, you know, you're like, wow, you know, and that self-honesty somehow helps to purify that issue, actually, rather than denying it. Say, I don't have that issue. That's not me.
Well, if it isn't, it isn't.
Yeah. But I would say pretty much every issue that all humans have on this planet, I have as well. I have the same thing, to some degree, different degrees, depending on, you know, what it is. And some people have more anger, some people have more hatred, some people have more jealousy. It just depends on the person. I have them all. I have them all. And there is a point where you burn off the seed of that. Let's say it's anger. You burn off the seed of that anger. Then you don't experience anger anymore. It's gone. The seed is burnt. It's like, you know, you burn a seed of a plant. There's that plant is dead. You can't grow anymore. Similarly, our different issues have seeds, and you can certainly burn off those seeds. And when you burn off those seeds, and this is the amazing part. You ready for this? When you burn off the seeds, now you are approaching into the true ego, what the ego is, which is simply, I'm here. There's the rest of the world, I'm here. I'm in some location, I'm somewhere in the universe, I'm here. Me, identity, I. Just a sense of, I'm here. That's what ego is. Out of that, everything else springs. Everything else. From that little sense of separation, me. Anger, sadness, despair, depression, everything springs from that. And that's what we've been building over lifetimes. This is sort of like a massive ego, or massive, a little tiny speck of an ego, but makes it sort of huge because we piled all these other ideas. Well, now that there's a sense of I, now I can be a teacher, a yoga professor, a sweeper, a builder, a potter, a mad person, a crazy, you know, like all kinds that we build on top of that I. That one sense of identity. When that identity of I, the final thing, when that goes, you merge with infinity. There's no more I. You have no location. There's no me anymore. And they call that, as at least in Sanskrit, because I often use Indian terms, Paramatman. Paramatman.
I knew someone, that was their name.
Huh. Yeah. Paramatman. No I. Meaning you're the entire cosmos. You're everywhere. You're not somewhere on a planet in some realm doing stuff. You are the all. The all. And that would be considered a being who is a true Satguru. The all. Param Atman. Param means beyond soul. Atman means soul. So you've got an individual soul, and then a Paramatman, a supreme soul. So now I just explained to you kind of the more profound. We went from very simple, basic, how to live life spiritually, to the final goal, Paramatman, merging with the supreme. At that time, since there is no individual, since you've gone beyond the individual identity, then there's no reason to sort of continue on getting another body and doing this and this. And it will be only by the sort of will of the Almighty or the will of God that your soul comes down and intermingles amongst creation. And that's called a descending being. So Jesus was a descending being, a being who was a cosmic being. No need to come down onto earth, but by the will of divinity, by the mercy of God, such a being came down to save the people, so to speak. Savior just means to help people touch their soul. When they touch their soul, they're saved from their own self, from their own suffering. Don't we want to be saved from our own suffering? We're drowning here. This mind has got us. It's got us in a strong grip. So how do we get out of this mind? And I would say that many people wrestle with their mind their whole life and still they don't get there. And oftentimes it's people who say, well, I don't need any help. I'm the first one to say, I need a lot of help. Personally. I need a lot of...
Personally, I need a lot of help.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I need a lot of help.
Yeah, just to be like self-honest. I mean, as I said, you can say, "Oh, I'll do it myself." Well, okay, keep working on it. But when you have the support of the great saint who's helping to sort of uplift you, I mean, God, that helps so much. And again, that's why these satsangs are precious, gold, jewels. This is the treasure. That we have places where we can go to really dive deeper, that it's easier in this realm, if you want to call it. We're creating our little golden age here. It's easier.